Now, Sebe Spring's love for the entertainment industry started at a very young age. Born and raised in Soweto, she started out in the corporate space for many years as a quantity surveyor. Finally, in 2013, she decided to pursue music on a part-time basis, which led to the recent release of her debut single as well as her EP, Woza Sihambe. Now, the EP is a build-up to the long-awaited full album, which she is yet to release. Sebe, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, let's first start with your stage name, Sebe Spring. Tell us about that. What's the significance?
Okay, Sebe is basically my name. Sebenzile is my full name. And Spring, Spring is more like AKA, because I used to call myself Spring Water, which comes from Mtombeni. So when I joined social media, that's how I used to call myself back then. So I just felt that if I used something that's different, something that's gonna make people wonder, how did she come up with this, or is this her real surname? I felt like it will draw attention, so that's how I chose my stage name.
Look, that's very smart, because it does get us asking questions.
Yes.
Let's talk about how people are receiving your music. In the intro, I mentioned that for a long time you were in the corporate sector, and then you decided to do the music on a part-time basis, and then now you've gone full throttle. How are people receiving your music?
It's been quite good so far. I mean, I've had the pressure. Even before I actually started singing on a full-time basis, because I used to do it on a part-time basis. I used to do a lot of corporate events, and I would get people asking me questions like, when are you actually taking this, as a serious career? And so, from that pressure, and because I love, the music, that's how I actually decided, let me just see what can happen. And it's been good. So far, so good.
Let's talk genre now, in terms of where you fit in the South African music landscape. We heard you performing a little bit earlier on. It was a knack song, but it's got, some urban sounds, some jazzy sounds as well.
Yeah.
What are your influences and who influences your music?
I think it's my environment. I was born and raised in Soweto, so I like that you're saying there's an urban feel. I feel like that's mission accomplished, because that's exactly what I was trying to achieve. It's basically soul. The difference is that I'm singing in vernac, like you're saying, and so I think in South Africa we call it Afro soul. I like to believe.
Yes.
My influences really are from the R&B, soul, a bit of jazz, background. But if I had to single out certain artists, I would single out people like Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, then fuse that with Obusimhlongo, Osibongile Khumalo, or people like that. So I think because I'm African, it comes out so perfectly, and it actually represents the fact that I am an urban girl.
You're very urban and trendy as well, but also graceful. I mean, we got a tweet earlier on from one of our viewers, David, saying Sebe Spring is just so grateful and magical. I absolutely love her. So you see, you already have a huge fan base.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of just going forward, we know that you're working on your full-length album now. And I always ask our music guests the same question on how the music landscape has changed. I mean, you've just, you're new in the industry in terms of doing this as a full-on career. How are you going to maneuver through this, new age of doing music?
Yeah. Oh, that actually is the biggest project for me right now. Because as we are aware, everything is so digital right now, and it's so easy for people to get out there just by being on social media. And so I find that we are sort of competing in that space somehow, and I feel like that's the approach I'm taking. I'm trying to push as much as I can on the social spaces in order to be visible, in order to get the brand out there. I mean, maneuver. I'm hoping to get more and more interviews like these, and obviously that will get more people knowing about my music. I think marketing.
And that's very important.
Yeah.
Just finally, Sebe, the way forward. We know that you're currently working on your album. Are you going to release it anytime soon? But also, can we expect a tour, and where can people find you?
Okay, firstly, Album, yes, it's in the pipelines. I'm hoping, if I'm late, I'm hoping by November, you know. But for now, I'm really focusing on pushing the EP because the music is out already. And I feel like that will actually give me a direction, a sense of direction as to, you know, what are people actually receiving well. Because at the end of the day, I don't make music for myself, I make music for the people. I will be performing on the 31st of August. It's my show, it's my first ever Sebe Spring show at Newtown in a place called the Potato Shed.
Okay.
People can actually book there on bookings at sebespring.co.za. It's a free show. It's a free show. I will be posting all the details on my social media. My social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's all at Sebe Spring.
Sebe, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to hearing more of your music on the Morning Live stage, and all the best with that show on the 31st. Now, throughout her journey and challenges, she has finally found her niche in soul music. That was Sebe Spring talking to us about her EP, Woza Sihambe, which is out on all digital platforms. We're back with more after this.